Hi, this is Jason, and this is my daily vlog called Living with CMT. I hope you enjoy. Happy Sunday evening, folks. It's 6:30. It's been a strange kind of day. Our friend came who we told you was coming. Who I told you was coming, Janet. She came. She stayed about 3 hours. Before she came here, Deb did some more preparation on some cards she's doing for a birthday that's coming up this week. Now, the cards have turned out absolutely fantastic, and not tomorrow night, but the night after, I will be able to show them you. Now, I can't show them you now, and the reason is they are for a birthday on Tuesday, and the person who the birthday is for obviously won't see them till Tuesday, but they have got access to my Facebook. They're on my Facebook page, so if I show them now, they'll see them before their birthday. But they've turned out absolutely fantastic. The commission cards, one's been made for my sister, one's been made for my mum. The third one we've made for him because he's our nephew, so that'd be cool. But yeah, she's done a fantastic job. I can't believe that the skill that's involved in making these cards. And the funny thing is, last night I actually spoke to Sarah, who is one of the two people who runs Saran's bespoke emporium, the one I told you about before. And we were talking there, and I've actually put in an MDF commission order ready for next March, because there's a lot of special things happening next year. We've got two 70th birthdays. That's my mum and my mother-in-law. We've got what else have we got? We've got a 50th wedding anniversary, again, my mother and father-in-law. We've got another 21st birthday. We've got my sister's wedding. We've got mine and my wife's 5th wedding anniversary. So it's going to be absolutely mental next year. It's going to be one of those years that's kind of like boom for everything. And nothing fits in the same time frame, luckily. So we've got something in March. We've got something in August, September. Then we've got something in November. We've got another thing in May, and one in December. So it'll spread the year out completely. So it's going to be a very busy year. And also, while that's going on, I want to get my second book finished, my second fantasy novel, because I've had inquiries about it. I put something on my Facebook page earlier just to let people know that if anybody does buy my book, I've said this before, but if anybody buys my book in October and November, any proceeds, any profits that I make, which, like I said before, is about 60 or 70 pence a book, I will add it all up and I will personally donate every penny to the Movember Foundation. So if you do buy a book, you'll also be contributing to men's health as well. So it's just an extra little incentive. I've put the information on my Facebook page. So anybody who's actually on the CMT sites, if you do want to add me on Facebook, feel free. I'm down as Jason Skin Cotton CMT. That's actually what my name is. I put the CMT a while ago because I thought to myself, how are people going to know what condition I've got? And I want them to know, because we need to raise awareness of it. So what I sort of did was I said, right, I'll change my name. And instead of having Jason Cotton, once I got married, I changed it to Jason Skin Cotton CMT, because it wasn't like it's, OBE or MBE or nothing like that. It's not an award. It's the condition I've got. Now, I'm not ashamed of the condition, because at the end of the day, it's something I can do nothing about. It's not something I bought on myself. It's not something that I can say, well, I could have stopped it happening. It isn't. I've got to live with it. But the more people know about it, the more awareness there is of the condition, the more understanding and hopefully tolerant people will be. Because the problem you've got with CMT, if you see somebody just sitting, watching TV, you can't tell they've got it. You can't tell that they've got CMT. It's not something that's immediately apparent. Yes, you might look at the hands and see that the fingers are slightly clawed over. Or if they're sitting with nothing on the feet, you might see that the toes and the feet are different. But we don't show any signs, if you like. It's not like we stutter or we burst out swearing or nothing like that. Although it is tempting a few times. And the more people who are made aware of the condition, because it is a very common condition, although people don't know that much about it. And I was watching a program the other day, and it was on Netflix. It was called Age of something, and it was somewhat what somebody had told me about on one of the CMT sites. And it basically says, now, if you're a man or a woman and your partner hasn't got CMT and you have, and you decide you want children, there is a way now to completely eliminate the chance of your baby getting CMT. It's marvellous, it really is. I can't think what it's called. It's Age of Evolution or something like that, Anyway, but it's fantastic, and if you get onto it, it's episode 2, and it's about 15 minutes in, and it's well worth a watch, because anybody who's starting off, any young couple or any couple that want a child, and are thinking, oh no, I don't want it, just in case I give my son or my daughter CMT, they actually will eliminate it. They will eliminate it in the egg state, before it actually becomes a baby. They will eliminate it, so that the only ones that basically can be fertilized are proper genes. They won't carry the CMT. The CMT will be wiped out, and so they can actually wipe out CMT. They can wipe it out so that nobody has to go through it ever again. If they manage to get it under control, they can wipe it out of family lines completely, which is it's groundbreaking news. It's groundbreaking news. It's because obviously the problem we had when I was younger and I was with my first wife was we had to go through lots and lots of tests, because obviously I'd been diagnosed with CMT at that point, and we weren't sure about trying for kids because we didn't know. And we were told that the stronger gene would be the controlling gene. So if my genes were stronger, the children would have CMT, and if her genes were stronger, they wouldn't. And we weren't really willing to take that chance. We didn't want to, because we didn't know what severity the child might have the CMT, you see, and we didn't know whether was it fair to bring a child into the world knowing that. The thing is, when I was brought into the world, my mum didn't even know she was a carrier of CMT. She didn't find out until she was in her 40s. And obviously by then, there was 3 of us. There was me, my next sister up, Mandy, who's 2 years older than me, and my elder sister, Paula, who's 50. So there's 50, 48, and 46. And, when we got diagnosed with the condition, we didn't know anything about it. But obviously my sister now, we've got Mandy, who's got 1 child, which is Oliver, and he hasn't got the condition. But my sister Paula, she's got 6 kids, and I think 2 of them have definitely got CMT. 2 of them have definitely got it. 1, not so bad, but he's feeling it now because he's in his 30s. He started noticing weaknesses in his hands and his feet. The younger one, which is Alex, he's only 10, and he's having really bad problems with us. He can't keep his balance. He's always falling over. He's out already on the caliper things, the NFOs or AFOs, whatever they're called. So yeah, he's already he's already having treatment. So fingers crossed, they might get him to good quality of life. Let's see what happens. The problem I had, like I said, when I was a child, I was always falling over. But because nobody knew anything about the condition, I was just called awkward, dozy, stupid, anything, even by teachers. If I was in like sports day and I fell over, oh, get up, Cotton, you dozy, all this sort of thing, and oh, you awkward little that, But hey ho, it didn't do me any damage. I didn't find out till I was 15 that I even had the condition, and by then I was almost ready to leave school anyway, so it didn't make a difference. Would have been nice to know growing up, though, I must admit, in my early years, because I wouldn't have felt so low and so lonely and out of it. I just felt like a real loner, that nobody else was like me. They all could keep the balance, and none of them were always falling over, but I was. So I was very, very low and very down and depressed about it. So hopefully they might eliminate it from people's genes, from family trees and stuff, so people won't have to go through that. I'm hoping anyway. Movie review coming up, so if you want to skip the next section. The movie I watched last night was another Netflix movie, and it was called The Silencer. Now, it was a bog standard thriller, but I couldn't figure out how it all fitted together because it didn't make much sense. It started with a group of men, soldiers in Iraq, and they had to supposedly protect this guy, his wife and his child, and stop these insurgents or whatever they were from killing them, because they had valuable information. But for some reason, one of the soldiers took it on himself to shoot the bloke, and then shoot the woman, and then kill the child with a sniper rifle. Anyway, it then jumps forward 10 years, and this guy is now a mechanic in a sort of middle of the nowhere town in America somewhere, and, miles away from anything. And he's got like a girlfriend and a child, but he also is friends with this Somalian drug cartel leader who's played by Danny Trejo. Now, I don't know the name of the actor who's playing the main part in it, but to be perfectly honest with you, it's forgettable anyway, because it's one of those films that is far-fetched, to be honest. It's very, very far-fetched. it's badly acted. It really is bad. It really is badly acted. You don't really feel any empathy for anybody. You don't, except the little girl, maybe the little girl who plays the daughter of the woman he's with. But you don't feel any sympathy. You know, I mean, you see a woman get shot literally about 8 yards away from the guy with the gun. He literally shoots her and she's bleeding from the stomach because it's gone straight through by the look of it. And she survives. And another guy gets shot with what looks like a shotgun from almost, about 8 or 9 yards. And all it does is puts a little wound in his shoulder, which I couldn't have figured out because it should have took his bloody shoulder off at the socket. So, yeah, I wouldn't give that one more than 3. I really wouldn't. 3 maybe for the plot. But it was all convoluted, and what the basic says is the drug cartel's he's got a wife and a daughter. The daughter gets killed by a hit and run. He tries to hire this guy as like a mercenary to kill this bloke. He won't kill him because he's got another wife and child, so he doesn't kill him. So that then makes it a death sentence out on him. They kidnap his girlfriend's daughter. He has to go rescue him, etc., etc. It's far-fetched. Lots of machine gun fire, lots of, bad guys, villains, tattoos and all that. But it just doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. I found it very, very hard to believe and very strange. But, yeah, I watched it anyway. I managed to sit through the entire film. I don't know how, but I did. And it lasted about an hour and a half, I think it was, an hour and 40 minutes. But it isn't one to watch. I would avoid it. It's called The Silencer. So if you get a chance, just give it a birth. That's it. That's the movie review for today. Well, there is only 5 days after today to go. And as you can see, the beard and the moustache are well underway. And they are, annoying, shall we say. But I've got 4 days to go after today. So hopefully, it'll pass very, very quickly for my wife anyway, because she absolutely hates it. She really does hate it with a vengeance, bless her. And also, every time I post a picture of myself on Facebook each day, I put the date at the corner and I put some song titles, but I replace the words with the word either mow or shave. And a friend of mine who I've known for absolutely years is pleading with me to stop because I'm getting so bad at making these lyrics. I mean, I'll give you an example of a couple. We're on a mow to nowhere. If you let me shave, I won't need to grow a mow. If you let me stay, Terence Trent D'Arby, I think. No, it wasn't Terence Trent D'Arby. I can't even remember who sang it, actually. But yeah, so that's the kind of thing. And I've done one today which says, Moni, 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 it ain't phony in a no-shave world. Like the ABBA track, yeah. Well, you can see how sad I'm getting now. I'm scraping the bottom of the barrel. But yeah, only a few more days left. I'm hoping to raise as much money as I can for Men's Health November. Testicular cancer, prostate cancer, and men's mental health. Any help would be appreciated. If you want to go on and make a donation, fantastic. If you don't want to donate, please just share it. Just share what I'm doing. Go onto my Facebook page, find the post, share it for me. It all counts. It all helps me. It all helps Movember, and hopefully it'll help all the men out there, and the women who've got husbands and sons and fathers and brothers. You don't know who it's going to hit next. So this is me saying goodbye for tonight. Thank you for watching my video. You all take care, and I hope you've had a great weekend. If you're enjoying the videos I'm doing and you want to see more, you can subscribe by clicking the link there. And if you want to see my exciting day from yesterday, you can click up there. Thank you again for taking the time to watch my videos. Bye for now.